Welcome to Sustainable Packaging with Cory Connors. I'd like to welcome two of my very favorite people in this world, Lisa and Adam Harrington from Mermaid Straw, which is one of my absolute favorite companies in general, but one of the coolest companies on TikTok. And their sustainable message is absolutely incredible. So welcome, Lisa and Adam.
Thank you so much for having us.
And what an introduction. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
We've been friends for a long time on TikTok and supported each other from when we were small. And
that's right.
You guys have what, over 1 million followers now?
Yeah, I think 1.1 at this point. So and growing, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's insane. We're extremely grateful for all the support we're getting on TikTok for sure.
Congratulations, but honestly, it's well deserved because what you're doing is really necessary right now.
We agree, and we are so thankful for the response that we've gotten so far. We've been, since day one, really focused on sustainability. So when we came across your account, it was like a match made in heaven. We're so excited to see someone else cares about it. So yeah, it's a perfect match.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And so who came up with the idea for the reusable straw, the Mermaid Straw or Mermaid Company?
So I did through a dream, actually. So wow. So I had a dream one night about Mermaid Straw, and I woke up in the morning and I was like, this is what we're going to do. So it all kind of came about because I have a chronic illness called POC, and I was bedridden for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And I just felt like pretty helpless, didn't know what I was going to do. I felt like I had no purpose. So I really wanted to create a business where I could create some sort of change and a lasting memory of myself. So I had been brainstorming ideas and throwing ideas back and forth with Adam for a while. And then I had a dream one night and it came to me in the morning. I was just like, yep, this is the answer. So
she's like, I've got it. Can you just go with me on this? I'm like, she told me the idea and I'm just like, that sounds amazing. Like, let's do it.
Yeah. Wow. So when I just remember the first thing I did when I woke up was I was like, wait, is Mermaid Straw taken? Like I went on to see if the domain was taken, the social media handles, and I just, quickly got it all going. And our website was done I can't talk, within about a week. And so it was pretty quick. And then within 3 months, we were both working full time. So.
Wow. Congratulations. What a cool story. Of course, obviously, so sorry to hear about your illness.
It's good things come out of bad things. So it's okay.
Exactly. If there's anything. The amount of support that we've gotten from not just the POTS community, but also the chronic illness community in general. And we constantly use our platform to raise awareness about her particular condition. And the illness is so much more reaching than people think. So it's good to be there as a resource and get that awareness out there for that as well.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely put a link to the foundation to support this on the podcast, and I'll talk about it on my other social media platforms too.
That'd be wonderful too.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Thank
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, anything to help.
Thanks.
So tell me about your sustainable packaging. This is what drew me to you guys. I was so impressed. It was like you guys were the first brand I saw that did everything just about right. And I was so excited.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'd love to know what the just about is. But
there's always room for improvement, right?
There's always room for improvement. We're improving every day. So so with our sustainable packaging, I won't lie, the first couple of weeks we did the normal poly mailers like everyone else does. And then it just didn't sit right. It didn't feel like it was on brand with our mission, or in general, just didn't sit right with our souls, essentially. We
were thinking like, the poly mailers, they're recyclable, just with the grocery bags, but like,
who's going to do that?
People
do, but not many. So so we basically we searched to find an alternative, and we did some trials and errors. And quickly after, I'd say the first maybe 3-ish weeks into our business, we switched over to fully recycled paper mailers, and they're perfect. We have no issues with them. I mean, occasionally a couple pop open here and there, but so do poly mailers. And so they're slightly more expensive, but not enough for it to break the bank. So we just were like, it's a no-brainer. And we've been constantly trying to figure out what to do since then. So we had our paper mailers, and then we do our paper tape. We do the recycled paper boxes, like the corrugated boxes. We have tissue paper, but it's recycled content. So we worked super hard to try and make everything as sustainable as possible. And I think that really resonates with our customers as well. So
even our inserts, like our little thank you cards, is made from
they're 100%
recycled.
recycled paper. So
Yeah.
I just think that, yeah. So, and the other thing about our business is that we choose to use no packaging on the product itself. We put the product directly into the mailer because we feel that some sort of waste that's created from its conception, like that doesn't make sense to us. Like we shouldn't just create a product that's specifically made to be thrown away, which is packaging. So we choose to just put our products directly into the mailer or directly into the box. And we've never had a problem. We've never had issues with it. So I think it's super unnecessary to have extra packaging. So
definitely. And that goes towards the durability of our product as well. We do have Lisa worked extremely hard to get the quality of our product right. So it's the highest food grade stainless steel. So there's no point in trying to wrap it up. It's very durable. So putting them into a recycled paper mailer, it's, as Lisa said, we've done thousands and tens of thousands of orders with these paper mailers now.
Almost 100,000 orders right now.
Almost 100,000 orders. So there's no comparison to just the way it aligns with our mission. And I think the most important part with switching to this kind of packaging is that we're not pushing the responsibility onto our customers to
dispose of whatever packaging it might be.
Exactly. Yeah. We're taking that initiative on ourselves, so they don't have to. They don't even have to think about it. So it's nice.
And it's easily curbside recyclable.
That's right.
Yep.
That's very important for us.
Yeah. We had a conversation today about that. A lot of people don't know what to do with biodegradable or compostable packaging. The education isn't there yet. So recyclable packaging makes sense.
Yeah. And I just to touch on that really quickly too, you always see companies, sort of touting this, well, it's compostable, but most of it's industrial compostable. It's not made for your backyard. So, and they can't be recycled. So you've got these companies who are maybe trying to make a step in the right direction. So they think, and it's actually causing a separate problem, specifically like say juice bars or smoothie or coffee, the cups that they come in, they're always, this is like, a green product, but it really isn't. So it is a bit of a greenwashing propaganda that most companies don't even realize it's a problem like that. They think they're doing a good job, but it takes a lot of research. So yeah, curbside recyclable for us is key.
Yeah, for sure. And as you said, I think education is key. And the more we as a company who are trying to do the right thing, the more we can educate and be a resource for other small businesses to help them share our resources of where we're getting our materials from and share different information with them.
Maybe you can help us out with that, huh?
Yeah.
I know a guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all about creating more awareness, and a big part of what we do is education as well. So not just about the plastic pollution issue, but we love working with other small businesses around the country and around the world in helping them source different materials as well and make the switch. So let them know that it's not going to break the bank to stop using plastic. And as Lisa said before, something that's literally created to be used once and then thrown away. I mean, that's the whole single-use plastic thing. And I think the education behind spreading awareness on packaging and how much plastic packaging is actually used. A lot of people just think about straws and cups and all the things that are single-use, mainstream single-use. People don't realize how much plastic packaging there is. Yeah. And I think it's really important to create that awareness.
Oh, I totally agree. And it's so refreshing to hear people that are on board with this and part of the solution. I hear an accent, Adam. Where are you from originally?
Originally from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, our company
that's actually where me and Lisa met, is over in Sydney.
We did.
Well, that's a fun story. I'd love to hear about.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. He was the bartender at the hotel I stayed at, and it was one of those love at first sight. I mean, I have a strong intuition. You can't tell when it comes to the dream I had.
Everything.
And I walked into the room and I said, "There's something about that guy. I just feel like it. There is." And now, a couple months later, we were engaged, and a couple of years later, we were married, and we've been married for about 11 years now. So.
Oh, congratulations! What a cool story.
Thank you.
You imported him.
I did. I really did.
I am an import.
Wonderful. Yeah, my company's based out of Melbourne, Australia.
We spent some time there for a while too.
Yeah, I love Melbourne. I've got a lot of mates who live in Melbourne. They love that city. It's a beautiful city.
I'm trying to get an excuse to make my company send me over there, but haven't found one yet. So we're working on it.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful if you could.
Yeah.
So you said you've had about 100,000 orders.
Yeah.
How many straws do you think that you guys have replaced? How many single-use straws?
So we do our stats all the time because we're so proud of it. And at this point, we're about nearly 160 million straws.
Wow.
So yeah,
Whoa.
it's really, really such a number that we are proud of and that we are so thankful for, because it's a lot. That's a ton. So yeah.
That's
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, we try and bring the whole mission down to a personal thing. Like just like what can you personally do to help the single-use plastic issue? And when you tell people that by switching to one Mermaid straw, just in 1 year, you can save over 580 single-use plastic straws from entering our environment. Like when you realize that, and that's just straws, that's not including the flatware, drinkware, all that kind of stuff, switching to reusable items, you can save, hundreds of items, thousands of single-use plastic items from entering our environment every year. So we want to try and the big daunting number of like how much plastic is out there. A lot of people promote those. We try and bring it down to a personal level and just say, look, this is what you can personally do. And then if we all do that, then we get to those big numbers.
Make big change together.
Exactly.
I totally agree. We all have to do our part, even if it's something small, like stop taking the free straw and bring it out of your purse or your back pocket. Or
that's right.
I love it. Well done. So I feel like I'm proud of you guys, and
thank you. That means a lot.
It really does.
Nice to say.
I had nothing to do with the success of your company, but I'm thrilled. Although I do remember one time you guys had a post and somebody commented that you guys weren't using straw, you weren't using gloves.
Yeah.
And I said, aren't you going to wash that straw when you get it?
That's right. That's right. And it's the simplest concept. People think that, a glove is something that's safer than your hands. And truly it's not. It's not any safer. We're not a sterile environment. We're an office, we have a warehouse. So it's just, you're going to wash your stuff when you get it. You should anyway. And same thing if you go to the grocery store and people are touching everything, you're going to wash. If you have like a new fork you buy from Target or something, you're going to wash that when you get it home. So it's the same concept. And we can eliminate so many pieces of single-use plastic just by simply washing the product when you get it.
Such an idea. How many cases of gloves do you think you have saved just by that mindset?
I mean, honestly, I could not even put a number to it, but that's an amazing concept that I would love to, look more into. Because,
if we were to actually use the gloves in the sanitary way, which means using a new pair of gloves every single order.
Yeah.
Right.
We have to switch every single order. If that's, what people are suggesting, that would be thousands upon thousands of gloves.
I mean, I'd say for close to the 100,000 mark, it'd be 100,000.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And I mean, our employees are so awesome. Like they're an absolute rock star team, and they're so careful about, sanitizing their hands and washing their hands. And
hygiene in general, because we have more than one person in our office that has a chronic illness. There's 3 of us actually. So we are always very conscious about being very hygienic, because we care for each other, of course, and we care for everybody else. So we want to make sure that we're as safe as possible. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it is interesting. People do comment quite a bit about it. And in fact, Shopify sent us a little surprise, and they included gloves in the surprise. And I was like, thanks, guys. So we'll use them for our beach cleanups, if we have people who ask for them. But
yeah, they're the type of gloves. They're
the biodegradable type. And I'm like, can't even recycle them. Like, but thank you anyway. But it's just an educational thing. People just need to be better educated. So
yeah,
I totally agree. It's so refreshing to see that. And you think about how many pallets of gloves that is, that aren't in the garbage.
Well, yeah. What's interesting is we actually we have so many doctors and nurses that actually jump on those comments and say, actually, in a hospital is where you should be using gloves. Like in a sterile environment is where the gloves most needed. Whereas for a company, like it's way less hygienic than just washing your hands and sanitizing. So we're actually getting advice from medical professionals that that's not the way to do it. So it's better for the environment and it's better for our health. So I
do think it was sort of a trend that people saw on TikTok, and then they're just like, oh, everyone needs to wear gloves. So, but again, it's education, and we're just happy to educate whenever we can.
Exactly.
That's so cool. So that's 100, did it say 116 or 160 million straws?
160.
Wow.
Wonder how many straws.
I wonder how many truckloads that is of straws. We'll have to figure that out.
That would be amazing to figure out. I love these kind of stats too. Yeah. So I should look more into it.
I get so thankful that we've been able to get these kind of numbers. And as I said before, that's just straws. Like the amount of utensils we've been able to save and drinkware items we've been able to save. Like our drinkware we've been sold out for the last month. We've got
last 2 months, I'd say.
Yeah, sorry, last 2 months. And we've got a really cool, exciting new line of drinkware coming that we're extremely pumped about. But yeah, switching to a reusable bottle, like the amount of plastic bottles that are out there.
We see that a lot on beaches.
Yeah.
When we clean up, we see a lot of bottles.
A lot of bottles.
Which again comes down to packaging. It's always about packaging.
Mm-hmm. They say 35% of plastic packaging is actually recycled. So
yeah.
That's too small. We can do better.
Way too small.
Yeah, we can do better. And
that's right.
There's so much to do. And you guys don't just do straws and things like that. You also have clothes.
We do. We have clothes now. It helps spread our awareness, helps spread more of the mission, and it helps us donate more to ocean conservation and lake conservation. Since we donate for every single purchase, being 1% for the Planet members, we donate for the gross amount, not if we make a profit. Regardless if we ever made a profit or we didn't, we've donated many times in the very beginning when we made no profit, we still donate it for those purchases. So the more that people do purchase, whether it's a shirt or a silicone tip or a straw, it helps go directly to ocean conservation organizations, and we share all that information so that everyone knows where their money is going. And 1% for the Planet keeps us accountable. Not that we wouldn't be, but it is a system where you have to show proof, you have to show receipts. So yeah, it's a very important program to be a part of for us, and we're
very proud.
Yeah,
very proud.
Very thankful. Like
should be.
It's insane. It's awesome.
I showed my 6-year-old daughter the clothes, and she thought they were so cool.
So that's all. Like everything about our company, we want to take something that is typically, like, obviously straws existed before our company, but we took something and we wanted to make it fun, stylish, and just make reusable cool. Like that's really what we wanted to do. And the clothing line being tie-dye, that's exactly what we wanted to keep in style. Those are our colors. And the amount of people that say that it's just an awesome conversation starter when people see them, they're like, oh, what shirt is that? Where'd you get it from?
Yeah. Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it? And they talk about
Mermaid Straw. And then the question obviously after that is, who's Mermaid Straw? And it's just a really cool conversation starter for not just people that buy our clothing, but also our ambassadors who wear our clothing as well, to get the message out there. So it's really cool.
That's so cool. And even the packaging for your straws, that people, when they take them to go, it is an environmentally friendly pouch, right?
That's right.
What's that made out of?
Yeah, so it's like a canvas material, and it's partially recycled. So sometimes we'll have bits and parts in it that are like different colors of fabric and things. And, for us, it's like that is so important because it shows that it's had another life before it has this life. So yeah, so it's a canvas wrap. There's 0 plastic in there of any sort. And then for our telescopic, we've got a metal case. So you can kind of take that on the go as well.
It's got a carabiner, so you can clip it to your wallet or keys or, purse, backpack, anything like that. So it's really convenient.
If you happen to lose something like our pouch, it will return to Earth. If you do happen to lose it, and hopefully we do not have that happen, but it's important that it's not some piece of plastic sitting out there, especially with our name on it. So yeah, it's very important for us to be as sustainable as possible with that too.
No one's perfect, but we always say that as long as you're doing your best and always trying to improve, then that's all anyone can really expect.
That's right.
That's it. And I think a lot of people say there's nothing I can do. And that's
Right.
that's so untrue.
That's very untrue.
Very untrue.
We can
Yeah.
We
all
always
do
say-
something.
That's right. We say progress over perfection. If you're making a stride, even if it's something so small, even if it's one time, it's still better than no times.
Agree.
So yeah, and there's a lot of people out in our community, especially that's like, you know, zero plastic always. And if you use any, then we're going to condemn you. And that's not how we want. We want it to be like approachable and attainable for everyone to make a change. And if that means that sometimes you do happen to use plastic, you know, no one's going to be sitting here judging you. We're just going to say, here's an option and here's the opportunity to make a change. So
everyone's on their, like, everyone is on their own journey.
Yeah.
So some people may just really just discover the reusable, you know, options. So if someone's, you know, posting and they're so excited about their Mermaid Straw, but they've got a plastic Starbucks cup, like, you know, a single-use plastic Starbucks cup or something like that, like, they're still taking that first step with the reusable straw. So they're moving in the right direction. So we would never look down at someone for doing that and being on their own journey, because every step in the right direction is, I mean, every step is, you know, if they're going in the right direction, it matters. Every little step matters.
That's right.
Did you get some of this from your growing up in Australia?
Yeah, I've always been passionate about the environment. Growing up in Australia, I mean, 90% of the population in Australia lives on the coast. So I grew up surfing and almost basically living in the ocean. I even took a school subject where our subject was literally going to the beach and surfing. So it was...
It's crazy. They just like left school to go to the beach. It's nuts, but
it was all about surf life saving and life safety and stuff like that. But when you grow up that close to the ocean, you have this relationship with it and you want to take care of it. And we grew up, my parents instilled in us that you always do your best for the environment. And, you know, camping and just being out in nature growing up, it's definitely helped make me who I am today. And it's created my passion for it. So, and Lisa shares the exact same passion. When she was younger, she, you know.
I think I have a little bit OCD, but I would cry because there would be something on the floor, like in a store or outside, and I'd make my mom pick it up and put it away or throw it away. I always had this passion to do right since I was a little kid. My mom always said, like, all you wanted to do is please me or please anyone and just do the right thing. So yeah, we're both very passionate about doing the right thing. And we think the right thing is to be, you know, safe and have a healthy environment.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. This leads into the next question really well. What does the future look like for Mermaid Straw?
Oh, so many things are happening.
So much fun.
Through all of the success that we've had on TikTok and Instagram lately, we're able to just sign a new lease to double our warehouse space.
Wow.
So it's another 1,600 square feet that we've got to fill up. So for us, we're working really hard to get these new products that our customers are asking for, because when there's a demand, they're asking for it. That means they want to participate. They want to make a change with us, and they also want to help us, you know, donate to these ocean conservation organizations. So for us, it's a lot of new stuff, a lot of new product, a lot of new change. It's very exciting. So, and then we're going to continue to increase our reach with beach cleanups. We do have a goal to do a cleanup in every single state. So that's something that we're working on.
Yeah,
so,
we want to take our cleanups on the road and visit different communities that need help with their plastic pollution issue, whether it's by a coast, by a lake, in a park. Middle of America, edge of America. We want to go everywhere and make a change and help inspire people along the way. So that's a project that we're very excited and passionate about.
Yeah,
I love that.
In addition to that, I want to create a new campaign called Parking Lot Cleanups. And I personally think that a lot of the trash comes from parking lots. It ends up in our oceans and our environment. So yeah, that's something that I'll be working on so that it's a very attainable goal. You don't have to be at a cleanup event. You don't have to have anyone with you. You can just simply pick up what you see and we can all make a difference together. So that's another thing we've got going on. So a lot of it's all our initiative, our mission, but we do have these very exciting things with our new products and stuff too that the customers have been asking for. So yeah.
Very exciting. When you get to Oregon, let me know. I'll be here to help.
Absolutely will.
Definitely.
That'd be wonderful.
We'd love to. That'd be a lot of fun doing a cleanup up there.
Yeah.
We do some pretty aggressive beach cleanups here with an
Awesome.
organization called Solve. So we'll connect you guys. I think that
would be so good.
Really
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So one of the other things too that we've been working on is opening up our cleanups to more of our ambassadors across the world. We have over 3,000 ambassadors across the world right now. So we are inviting our ambassadors to host their own cleanups, and we're getting pictures and people talking to us about their new cleanup that they did, or just the steps that they're taking, and it's really exciting. It is absolutely the most proud moment I have when it comes to our business, especially like we just had one a couple weeks ago and it was raining and like 45 degrees out.
Yeah, cold, rainy.
And we were soaking wet, but there were about 50 plus people that came out to it, even though it was so cold, and it was so amazing. It was kids, it was families. We had mermaids there. We always have like some professional mermaids there, and it's always a good time. We have vendors that come to make it a more family-friendly event, and we still had 50 something people come out, and I was like stunned, and I was watching people like in the soaking rain pick up trash, and I was like, this is a moment I'll never forget.
Yeah, it was amazing.
What a cool story. And just again, I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Tell us how we can get a hold of Mermaid Straw and you two individually. What's the best ways of communication?
So on all social media platforms, we're at Mermaid Straw. Adam and I read the comments. We respond to the comments. We respond to the messages. We have teammates that do this as well, but most of it is us going through every single day, all day. I'm the one who posts the TikToks. So, a
lot of people get surprised by that. And they get surprised because there's not a lot of like owners or, people who run the company. There's not a lot of, people who do the social media themselves as well. And we just think it's so important for us to have a personal connection to all of our supporters and everyone who's, helping us grow and get the message out there. So it's
very important. We do it probably 2 a.m. most of the time, but we
do it at the end of the day a lot. But really whenever we can, like it gives us that fuel because there's so many inspiring people online and there's always going to be those negative comments online, but the overwhelming positivity that we get from people, it just outshines any kind of negativity. And it's so inspiring to us, and it really pushes us forward each day.
And then of course our website at mermaidstraw.com. It's the best way to find what we've got going on. But yeah, anytime that anyone wants to message us, you just directly message on our social medias, and Adam and I are the one to see it. So.
Yeah, if you want to learn more about our company, we do have our whole story on the About Us page on our website. We also have a tab there where you can join a cleanup, and you can actually register to host a cleanup, Mermaid Straw cleanup in your own area, wherever you are in the world. So
and we're happy to share any sort of photos and posts that people tag us in, just to continue to spread the mission, to help people realize that what they're doing is getting recognized. So.
Definitely.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you guys again for being sustainable, for using sustainable packaging. And again, thanks for your time today. What a wonderful episode.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for your support always. It's just honestly, my entire family knows who you are, but I'm always like, oh my gosh, Corky did. I'm so happy every single time I get a comment from you. So thank you for that very much. And thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on here. And yeah, your support really does mean the world to us. And it's just so awesome. Anyone that we can connect with that has the same mindset and that's as dedicated to helping the environment and making a change. We love growing our network of really passionate people. So it's cool.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
No worries. Cheers.
Cheers.